You know, if you're Meghan Markle, it's not exactly been the very best of weeks for you so far. It's hard, isn't it, to accept reality, you know, the sort of thing, particularly when reality you can't control. You see, what Meghan's now finding out really is that, well, not many people were particularly interested in her show, as ever with Love Meghan. And it doesn't matter what the boss Ted Sarandos says, the facts are there, the figures are there. Likewise with Prince Harry's polo, but he did nothing to promote it. Meghan thought she was loved around the world. Of course, that really has a knock-on effect, particularly in the world of entertainment Hollywood. If you are not successful, people literally keep away. Even those that, well, before endorsed your coffee and talked about your truth. As ever, let me explain. Morning, good to see you, chums. Thank you so much as ever for your time today. Nice to have your company. It's always a tricky thing, seriously. You know, as many of you know, I've worked in this industry a long time. Success people cling to you like a magnet, you know. But the minute you fall foul, and you know, it was the same in the music industry. If you've got a hit, people love you. The minute you don't hit number one, top 10, top 20, suddenly people are backing off like flies. Or the fact that you haven't put on a deodorant, you get the picture. That's the problem now. That's really happening to Meghan and Harry. Now, here's where this gets really interesting, because we thought, or we knew, that according to, well, Meghan and Harry themselves, they were the besties, of course, with the chat show doyen Oprah Winfrey. Now, as you know, Oprah was very keen to get some level of interest from a real royal. In fact, she had designs on being the very first person to sit down and interview Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth never gave interviews, but that didn't stop Oprah Winfrey. She believed that she had the power to be able to persuade her, hence the reason she rocked up to that royal wedding. The royal wedding, of course, that when you think about it, was tricky in itself, simply because, as we all found out, well, apparently it wasn't. It was a spectacle, wasn't it? Now, here's where this gets interesting, because Oprah Winfrey has clearly now moved on in the friendship terms to the billionaire, that's right, Jeff and Lauren Sanchez, right? Now, this is what happens in Hollywood. The rumor mill is rife with the fact that Jeff Bezos is about to buy the magazine Vogue and install his wife, Lauren Sanchez, as the queen of all things fashion. And if there's anything that, of course, Oprah Winfrey is very good at, it's maneuvering herself to the next best thing. Whether that be Michael Jackson, whether that be Harvey Weinstein at the time, she's always flicked around making sure that she's attached to the very best people in the moment. How do we know this? Well, it's quite simple. You see, according to a very well-placed source out in Montecito, Meghan was bereft by the mocking term that Oprah Winfrey said regarding her new name, you know. You do know, come on, after me, Meghan Sussex. Well, she's Meghan Sussex now, and even that didn't go down particularly well. But what's upset Meghan and indeed Prince Harry is the fact that then Oprah went into great detail about the now duckling story, you know, and what exactly happened and how Harry and Meghan insisted on bringing them over to Oprah's house, bypassing all of nature's standards, just to basically say they didn't know what to do with them. Didn't really ask, and of course didn't wait around until the astronaut Gayle King had turned up with her grandchildren. Now, you may think, oh no, this, trust me, this is more than petty, because as we've seen in the land of Hollywood, people fall out over less. And the bigger picture that you have now for Meghan is that, of course, you know, Oprah Winfrey, whether you like her or not, is still a very powerful figure. Powerful to the point that actually, if she says, well, I've kind of moved on, and that's exactly what this Absolute Interview podcast does. It basically points out that she sat down with Prince Harry for his mental health illness. She did the interview, of course, with Harry and Meghan. And do not forget that there is 3 hours of footage that we've never seen. And more importantly, and this is where I find this incredible, so desperate was Meghan to appease Oprah Winfrey that she signed it all over. So she doesn't have ownership of that particular footage. It's tricky also for Oprah Winfrey to put it out without permission, and maybe there's nothing that interesting in it. I mean, there wasn't too much interesting in the master tapes either, because it all turned out to be a tissue of lies. But consequently, it's there, it's documented, and it's in Oprah's hands. Now, if Meghan and Harry felt that Oprah Winfrey was a friend, that particular outburst, according to the source in Montecito, has made them rethink the status within the Hollywood elite. And once again, it would appear that you find Harry and Meghan are the outcasts on what they should be at the very epicentre of the entertainment world. All down to Daffy and the Ducks. Neil Sean, Kensington, London.